Hey guys, I'm Derek White. Welcome to the Irrigation Farmer. I'm from Colorado, beautiful state. A lot of people ask us, can you go skiing all the time, go to the mountains, hiking? Yeah, it's basically my back door. So every day if I want to, I could go out there. Let's go take a look. All right guys, don't worry, the mountains are here. Mountains are way over there. Way over there. So, only kidding. I do farm in Colorado, but I actually farm in Southeast Colorado. As you can tell, it's pretty flat, semi-dry, and on a good day, I can see the mountains. But no, we don't ski to school every day just because I'm from Colorado. We can't go hiking all the time. It's about 3 hours away to some of the mountains. But as I said, this is our farm, at least most of it. Everything the sun touches out there is ours. Just kidding. That's Lion King reference. No, not everything out there is ours, but this is kind of the central spot of our farm. Right now I'm on top of our grain bin. One of them at least, the other one, can't really see, but it's over there a little bit. But we farm about 1,400 acres. I'm looking to get some more acres and everything, but just kind of depends. I'm new to the farm, or new-ish, and so trying to gain more farm ground as time goes on. I go down here, but so my dad and I farm together. I've been back on the farm now 3 years. This will be my third cropping season. Before that, graduated high school, then I went to Iowa State University in Iowa. Go Cyclones! Woo! Decided to try somewhere different other than Colorado. Want to kind of branch out, and I knew it was a good ag school there, so decided to try that out. After there, I went to work for Ag Leader and worked there for about 2 years. Wife and I decided that wanted to try to get back to Colorado, so we moved to Denver, and I worked for a fertilizer company out there. About our operation, so as I said, we're about 1,400 acres. We are all irrigated acres, and so in Colorado, we run off of surface irrigation, so not sub irrigation like a well or anything like that. It all comes from the river itself. Now there are areas that do wells, but majority of it is surface irrigation. So we divert a lateral or a canal system off the river into the canal that runs about 3 miles away from our farm, and each farmer has a lateral that goes actually to their farm itself. Our farm is, well, you can't see it right there, but there's a pivot right there. Majority of our farm is under pivot irrigation. Some of it's flood irrigation, which would be a ditch, or it could also be surface pipe. Here pretty soon we'll be getting some irrigation water. I'll kind of explain those a little more in detail, but it's the only way that we can actually grow crops efficiently out here is through irrigation. We are semi-arid. I think last year we got 12 inches of rain, which is lower than our average, but it's still, even with our average, we couldn't grow much of a crop without the help of irrigation. Now there is dry land. More of it is out east of us where they get, it just seems they catch a little bit more rain than we do, and so they're able to grow more dryland crops. This area has been irrigated for over 100 years, I'd say. Actually, interesting story, back when they came out here, you know, they had the river and everything, and they decided to go and build a canal. Well, this is all before machinery, and they built that canal. It's, I want to say 60 miles or more, and they built it all with horses and non-mechanical equipment. I can say I work hard as a farmer, but I cannot imagine doing all that without equipment. It's a big canal. I'll show some videos of it down the road, just kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. But I think it's 60 miles or so. That'd be a long ways of digging with a horse and some donkeys and mules. As I was saying, here's the end of one of our pivots. I think some areas they call them circles, or I don't know what else they call them, but out here we call them pivots. It's irrigators, you can call them. This one here is about a quarter section of a pivot. It probably covers a little bit, 110 acres. And as you can tell, this is last year's corn. So our main crops are corn and alfalfa. We do grow some wheat, milo occasionally, and then we've kind of been experimenting with oats and feed as a double crop. Both those will be not for grain or anything, but for baling them up and then selling them to the local feed yards. The advantage of our area, we're pretty close to Texas, so we've got a lot of cattle in this area, in Colorado too, but in Texas there's a lot. So we're able to take a lot of our alfalfa bales, oat bales, feed bales down to Texas, so it's a local market. We also sell our grain down to Texas as well. There are some feed yards locally, but it just sometimes it's more practical to send it down there. Just depending on the year, sometimes we will sell locally, but as I said, there's our grain bin that we now have storage on farm. That way we can try to play the market a little bit and sell in high times instead of low times. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit about my channel. As I said, new channel. Hope to kind of bring some new content to you guys, something a little different than the Midwestern feel. It's just a totally different lifestyle out here. You know, we can't rely on the rain, so we are reliant on irrigation. And with us, it's not like we irrigate every day. It's totally up to the river system. So if there's a lot of water in the mountains and the river's flowing really well, there's a chance we'll get water. Otherwise, we might not have water for 2 weeks. So it totally depends. It's random. Last year we got, I think, 28 runs, as they call it. And a run of water is 2 24-hour sets, I guess. So 48 hours of pure water you get. And every farm is allocated so much water. So it depends on each farm how much water you're actually getting. Typically with flood, we're able to irrigate about 20 to 40 acres, depending on the water allocation that you have. Pivots even more than that, because you're only putting on 2 inches versus like 6 or 8 inches with flood irrigation. And so it makes our area a little different, or actually a lot different, because if it doesn't rain, I mean, we're really relying on this flood irrigation or pivot irrigation, and without it, we'll dry up during the summer with our 105-degree days, wind, not zero, but low humidity. So it's a lot different. So when I say farm sizes, you know, I'm not saying that 1,400 is a small farm by any means, but you don't see large 10,000 acre irrigated farms in our area. There are a few that are 3,000, maybe 4,000, but a lot of times those are corporate ran farms, and I do mean actual corporate, not family farms. I would say 2,000 acres is a pretty good size farm out in our area. The reason being is it takes a lot of labor to irrigate all of our irrigation. It's a lot different than just, you know, working the fields and everything. It takes a lot more people, a lot more time, and you'll see that. I'll kind of show some videos of our irrigation and what it's like to run off surface irrigation. But not trying to bash Midwest at all or anything. I'll probably throw a few things at you guys, but it's just a totally different environment. So yeah, in the summer we can get up to 105 degrees and our humidity is so low that those plants are going to be using that water just to survive. So they're not even growing at that point. Sometimes they even shut down, it's so hot. But we really need all the moisture or irrigation that we can get to keep these crops to survive. There are years that we don't get any rain at all. or hardly enough, and so our irrigation is low as well, where we have to abandon fields. It's a totally different area, different mindset. But again, I wanted to kind of show you guys what it's like to farm out here. And along with that, I wanted to kind of advocate just farming from my perspective. You know, in today's society, like a lot of other farmers say, everyone looks at what we're doing and think that we're just trying to destroy the land. And we're really not. We're here to provide food for everyone. I mean, that's our jobs, that's our love, that's our calling. And I kind of want to show what we do to do the best job we can as soil stewards. I'm really trying to implement some soil health practices in my farm. So I'm going to try to show you some things that I'm going to be bringing to the farm itself: cover crops, cattle, rotations, things like that. So I want to kind of venture into that a little bit, show that side of farming as well, some things that are maybe some new innovations that you typically don't see on the farms. But I appreciate the watch, and I'm going to try to be bringing out more and more videos. I'm going to be strip tilling here pretty soon. I'm going to start irrigating here pretty soon as well, and we'll kind of go from there. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.